We were very fortunate to have such a massive global event in New Zealand, and particularly during the COVID. That in itself brought quite a few challenges, but to see the vibe of the city, to see how the crowd sort of built up, was really, really rewarding. And the long hours, I guess, made up for by the experience, and particularly what happened on the last day with the whole city almost coming down and everything coming to a stop as Team New Zealand won the event. I worked for Foam Hand, who's a major event specialist company. Our involvement with America's Cup started in about early 2019, over 2 years before the event. We were responsible for setting up a major event operations centre, or the MEOC, where we had various key stakeholders from council, fire, police, St John and other organisations. And with all that information feeding in, and that need to share that information amongst our teams, was really one of the key factors for bringing in a specialist piece of software.
I lead the team at Blerter. Blerter is an event delivery platform that brings together communication, operations and safety in a single digital platform to deliver smarter, safer events. One of the things the pandemic has really highlighted to event organisers is the public health nature of their responsibilities when they're bringing people together in a mass gathering, and into how they're going to respond and communicate with their workforce, how they're going to create that real resilience and agility in their event planning and event delivery. And that's where Blerter is really targeted at helping. Bring the levels of risk down and bring the operational efficiency right to the surface.
The day-to-day use with Blerter was just amazing. In probably our worst case scenarios where little children are separated from their parents, our use of Blerter was, where's the child, what's the name, what are they wearing? And I could instantly escalate it to the necessary department. In most cases, parent was reunited with child within about 5 or 10 minutes.
I spent a lot of time out on the ground, and even though I had a radio, having Blerter at my fingertips at all times was invaluable. So I'd see something, I'd be able to blurt it straight away and know that had been picked up by the team in the operations centre. The event like the America's Cup had a lot of variables, so things were changing constantly, and the weather was a key one. We could use Blerter to tell the volunteers, to tell the public about why the race had been delayed, when the race would next happen. I also found it incredibly powerful to be able to quickly take photos and document things that I was seeing when I was out and about from an audit perspective, so we can look back on how things have been dealt with.
We had a mobile phone handed to us on Saturday when there was heaps of crowds here, so we're able to take a photo of it to show everybody else. If someone came up to another volunteer and said, I've lost my phone, they'd know where to go.
This application is really helpful and give me all the updates and what is going on. It's really nice to have this type of application to support, to facilitate our volunteer experience. So we can work as a team, become more efficient.
The app was fantastic for volunteers to use, for an event team to manage. I would definitely recommend Blerter, not just because of the app, but because the Blerter team, just great to work with.